So now, following on from the previous video, we're going to look at an example. So let's try and find the area trapped between this and this. So when you look at this equation here, at the moment you've got x equals y squared. So if you square root both sides, so really this thing here is really like y equals. Well, if you square root both sides, then you're going to have plus negative square root of x. So when you see this here, it's really you having a graph of square root of x, and then you've got a negative version as well. So it would be like this. So this graph here will look like this, and then you've got this graph here where the gradient is 1, the intercept of negative 2. So it will look something like this. So it's us trying to find out this area here. Okay, so anyway, as an example, let's look at this one here. Find the area trapped between this and this. So if you get a graph plotter and plot it, it will look something like this. So our job here is to try and find out this area here. Okay, so our normal routine here would be to split this up into small strips. So this strip here would be, well, what is the height of this strip? Well, the height of this strip here would be this. The height here, don't forget this red line here is the square root of x, okay? And then down here is really the negative, the square root of x. So the total height of this rectangle here, would be square root of x, and then down here you've got negative square root of x. So the total height here would be square root of x minus square root of x. So it's really the total height is really square root of x plus the square root of x, which is 2 root x. Okay, so our normal routine here would be to split all these up into small rectangles, and then the thickness of this rectangle here is dx. The total height here would be 2 root x. Okay, but we can integrate it from 0 to 1 here. We can integrate it from 0 to 1. That will then give us this. But the minute you pass this 1 here, the minute you pass this point here, then the height will no longer obey the height will be different, because look at this, hang on. The height won't be, the minute you pass this point here, the height of this rectangle, it won't be the same as the height of this rectangle here. Hang on. You see, the height of this rectangle here, is 2 root x. The height of this rectangle here will be different. It will be, well, we need to get the height from here to here, which will be root x, and then we've got to add it to the height of from here to here. So we've got to add it to the blue line, basically the height of the blue line. But don't forget, the height of the blue line will be a negative number. Okay, it will automatically be it will automatically be a negative number. So we've got to do this, x minus 2. Okay, so hang on. So let's start again here. Hang on. So the minute you pass this point here, this rectangle here. So we need to get hang on. We need to get the height. Well, this height here would be square root of x. Now this height here would be x minus 2. So the total height here would be this this minus this thing here. Don't forget, this thing here will be a negative. The whole thing here will be negative, and then later on a negative and a negative will give you a positive. So the height here would be the height here. Hang on. The height here would be the square root of x minus x minus 2. So that's this height here. But before this point here, it will be this height here. Hang on. This height here will be 2 root x. This height here will be root x minus bracket x minus 2. Okay, and then so the point I'm trying to make here is that this height here, the minute you pass this point here, it will be different. The height here, the two heights here are different. Okay, and okay, let's have a look at this height up here. What is this height here? So our normal routine here is to split this up into rectangles here. So this height here will be from here all the way up to here. So that will be root x, and then we've got to take away the blue line, which will be x minus 2. You see this height here is this, in a way, follows the same rule as this height here. So this height here is, in a way, is still this height here is really, in a way, f of x take away g of x. This height here is f of x take away g of x. This height here, before this point here, it will be different. It won't be f of x take away g of x. It will be, in our case here, it will be 2 f of x in our case here. Okay, so be careful of this. So we are going to take the integral from 0 to here, from 0 to 1 here, of 2 square root of x. Okay, and then we're gonna and then dx here. So that would be from 0 to 1, and then we're going to take the integral, and then we're going to add it to the integral of well, from one here to this point here, which is 4. Okay, so that, but so for this one here, it will be root x take away x minus 2, and then dx here. I will explain more on this in the next video. Okay, I will explain more on it in the next video.